Hello and welcome to Maths with Mr Amison. In this video we'll be practicing how to find the probability of single events occurring. If you need to recap this topic then please watch this video or follow the link in the description below. So we're going to start with an example. The P and then the yellow in brackets, that's notation that means the probability of picking a yellow. Okay, so the probability of picking a yellow here out of all of these counters. So I'm going to show you how to do this, then I'm going to talk through it, and then you can have a turn yourself. Alright, so to find the probability of picking a yellow counter here, we basically have to recognize that there are 5 yellow counters and there are 12 counters altogether. And the probability of picking a yellow, therefore, is 5, because there are 5 yellow, out of 12, because there are 12 altogether. And we can represent that as a fraction, decimal, or a percentage. Take some time to copy that down. Your turn. Have a go at figuring out the probability of picking a yellow counter in the example on the right. Alright, so to do this question, we need to recognize that there are 3 yellow counters, there are 12 counters altogether again, therefore the probability of picking a yellow counter here is 3 out of 12. The total number of yellow counters out of the total number of counters altogether. So here are 10 questions to try. Find for me the probability of picking a yellow counter in each of these examples. So here are the answers to those questions. Now, I have simplified the fractions at the end of these. I haven't bothered to write them as decimals or percentages because when you're given a diagram like this and you're given a fixed number of outcomes, it's simpler just to leave it as a fraction. And you don't actually need to simplify the fraction either. You can leave it as 4/8 and that's absolutely fine. So, for the first question, we have 4 yellows out of 8 altogether, 4/8. For the second question, we have 5 yellows out of 8 altogether, so 5/8. Here, we've taken away 1 red counter and not changed it to yellow, so we still have 5 yellow counters, but this time we have 7 counters altogether, so 5/7. Here, we've taken away a yellow counter, so we have 4 yellows out of 6 altogether. So 4/6, or 2/3 if you simplify. Here we have 4 yellow counters, but no red counters. Notice that means that we are guaranteed to pick a yellow counter. 4 out of 4 altogether. So the maximum probability, the certain probability, is therefore 1, or 4/4 for here. We don't need to convert it to 1. Same here, we have 2 yellow counters and no red counters, so 2 out of 2 are yellow, so the probability of picking a yellow is 2 out of 2, the same as question 5. Question 7, we have 2 yellow out of 3 altogether, so 2/3. Here we have 2 yellow out of 4 altogether, so 2/4 or a half. Notice that by simplifying these fractions, you can see which probabilities are identical to each other. So question 1 and question 8 has different amounts of counters, but the probability is still the same. Question 9, in a similar way, has 4 yellow counters, 8 counters altogether, so the probability of picking yellow is 4 out of 8, 4/8, or a half, the same as question 8 and question 1. Question 10, however, has 6 yellow counters out of 10 counters altogether, so therefore the probability is 6/10. Thanks for watching, hope you found this useful, bye for now.